to Laughing in the Dark, an Are You Afraid of the Dark rewatch podcast. For all you 90s kids, Are You Afraid of the Dark was appointment television every Saturday night. It was a spine-tingling horror anthology, delivered gently, befitting its Canadian roots. My name is Dave, and I will be your host for this evening. And also joining me tonight are my fellow members of the 930 Society, Mikie.
Hello.
Bryan.
Hello.
And Aileen.
Howdy.
Hey, everybody. What's going on? What's happening aside from, Eileen's killing off pets left and right?
I'm not. I'm just going through a lot of pet loss. Not my own.
So sad.
Other friends.
So sad.
It's funny because it's like they've all lived long, happy pet lives. Because this isn't my only one. A couple weeks ago, another friend lost their. I don't know. I'm
So you're the factor. You're the factor that's like, okay, you've had a good life. It's time to go. And they can't. And
Wow.
the dog's like, you're right, Aileen.
Yeah. I just happen to have been dog sitter to a lot of dogs for a really long time in New York. And, for 15 years I was there, and I started when they were little guys, and now it's 15 years later and you're like, oh shit, time does
You
go.
stayed for the cycle
And then I had to say goodbye. And it's tough. Pet grief is hard.
Well, we dedicate these episodes that we record today to all of the little
Our
ones that
lost
have crossed the
friends.
rainbow bridge.
All the
Yeah.
weird little guys.
All those little nuggets that are just bouncing in the clouds together.
You know it.
And hey, I have got a question for our listeners. Hey, listeners, should we do a Patreon of some kind?
Ooh.
Is that a thing people would be interested in? What if we did? What would it be?
What would you like to see in our Patreon?
Yeah. You know what? Tell us in the comments. Tell us in an email. Tell us in any way that you feel comfortable doing.
Please and thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
Go outside right now and just shout it out into the sky,
Into the ether.
and we will be listening, and it will
Smoke
reach our ears.
signals.
We will receive it.
Well, let's talk about a show instead.
Okay.
Now that we've gotten all that out of the way. Tonight, we're going to be talking about The Tale of the Whispering Walls. The Whispering Walls, which aired on Nickelodeon in the United States and YTV in Canada on July 31st, 1993.
Nice.
I don't remember this one at all.
I can understand why, because it's another one of these ones like The Tale of the Pinball Wizard, where it's just, we're going to run over here, and now we're going to run over here, and now we're going to run over here. And like a little something happens at each stop, but like nothing terribly interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like one forgettable fetch quest after another.
Yeah.
Well, here's how I would describe this one. In this episode, an inept babysitter with no regard for her charges drives them to the middle of nowhere in her unreliable car, then disappears after she goes into a spooky old house to ask for directions. The kids aren't smart enough to just leave her to her fate, so they go in after her and spookiness ensues. It is The Hills Have Eyes by way of Disney's Haunted Mansion. Is it a good episode? I don't think so. I got stuck with another dud.
Oh, I mean, it's a little anticlimactic, but I do think that a lot of the special effects in it are top notch.
I agree.
So,
I agree.
I mean, they hold up even today. Like, I was like, wow, that was pretty good.
I did like the way that like when they do the ghosts in the picture frames
Yeah.
scene, I was like, all right, it's like that's some Haunted Mansion shit. And I love the Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, I do like they definitely put some money into this one. There's a couple moments where I was like, oh, okay, you got me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of feel like the thing is I felt like this one had a lot of potential to be spooky. Like there were all of these setups, but either they're moving so fast in the writing process, or like Nickelodeon just will not allow them to like truly have children in distress in the show, that like they just whiff on all of these opportunities.
Yeah. I've been finding just watching all these episodes where I'm like, if only the music wasn't so ding 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 ping pong boom bing ding ding
Later,
ding
there's an episode coming up that I have a note on specifically the music because it is so annoying.
It really, really is.
It really takes you, like, if it was a different soundtrack, it would feel so different. So like, I agree that there is some there is some major like spooky haunted house potential in here if it wasn't for the honk 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 that you hear going through the hall.
It still feels like they haven't quite figured out who their audience is.
Yeah.
Like we're like,
How scary can we be?
Yeah.
scary, but not too scary. And I bet the writers were like,
Thanks for that note. Very helpful.
it also feels like they maybe had like 2 days to write these episodes because they're
Sure.
so like
Thin.
and bizarre, like no rewrites, no edits. They're like, just like, I'll call cut. You just keep going.
Yeah. I mean,
100.
who knows? Maybe they were just like, just improving the whole damn thing.
Zip zap zopping the
Yeah.
whole time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. The thing that weirded me out is the fact that they just keep on doing this not age appropriate babysitter trend.
Girl.
Where they have this like 13-year-old with like Pee Wee Herman shoes driving a fucking car. And I'm like, what is happening here? What are we doing?
It's very
Well,
similar.
She's a terrible babysitter.
Yeah,
Truly.
similar vibes to the I'm Cold episode where you're just like, why couldn't we just be siblings? It could have just been easier that way, but no.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think they probably were in like, at least in that one, they probably were in that draft originally siblings, and they were like, what if she's a babysitter?
Right.
And then someone was like, who fucking cares? Just write the episode. God, you're bad at this.
Nickelodeon gods are yelling at us. We need to spill out a bunch now.
Nickelodeon gods say more sexy feet shots.
What would be the motivation for doing that switch from sister to babysitter though? Because it's a very common theme throughout like all of these episodes. Like it feels like every third episode is babysitter runs afoul of the the occult or something like that.
I think they're probably trying to find scenarios that are familiar to children, and brother sister is going to be one that obviously is pretty static, but like lots of kids also, they're like, I'm an only child, but there's a babysitter in my life, so they're probably trying to mix it up. The Clarissa one is, I would also imagine, had something to do with the fact that she is kicking off her own show, and they probably want her to seem like a sort of standout character.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe
I
even
don't know,
like
I'm just-
like having an authoritative figure that isn't an adult kind of feeling.
That could be a thing too. Like
Yeah.
adults would completely ruin the vibe. Because like when
Exactly.
adults are in these episodes, they are there to conclusively screw the vibe.
Exactly. They're either villains
Or they're just like weirdos.
Or
They're, like,
just
there
a-
for like wacky parents.
I'm a
Yeah.
mom that yells at you, but like a
Yeah.
babysitter is still someone you have to like listen to, but she
Yep.
can still be cool and young and hip. And you
Yeah,
and
she's a
like
camp counselor. So
Exactly.
she's there outside of camp. She's there to drop you off in the middle of nowhere. Well, speaking of that, if nobody's got anything else to say up top, I suppose we could just dim these here lights, and I'm going to tell you a tale. Submitted for the approval of the 930 Society. This one is called The Tale of the Whispering Walls. We open on everyone arriving at the fire together, which is weird because I was told that they're definitely not friends because, after all, who wouldn't want to hang out with Kristen?
No one.
And nobody say anything weird or bad about Gary.
They're like work friends where like there's like a compulsory hangout quality to it, but
Yeah.
like most of these people you wouldn't be caught dead with.
totally.
Yeah, like if it wasn't Friday night, you'd be like, well, I guess I have to go up for a little while, but I definitely have to be home by 9.
Yep. And they definitely don't interact when they're at school. Like,
Oh my
you can
god,
tell.
they totally.
No, they're
There's
like-
their lockers are like right next to each other. They don't even look at each other.
Exactly.
No, it's like a weird sex thing. So when they get to the fire, there's a stranger dressed in a black cloak and donning white face. And it turns out it's just Betty Ann with a mask on.
Hold up. What is this? Someone is dressed up in costume and putting on an elaborate set piece, and it's
know.
not Kristen?
Oh my god.
Are the girls going to have static over this?
I hope so.
I think so. I think
Beat
it
her
should
ass,
be.
Kristen.
Yeah,
Beat her ass.
pull that mask off, pull her hair. But also, this mask is totally giving good idea, bad idea from the Animaniacs. Remember that?
Wasn't he
yeah.
a skeleton though?
He was yes. But
But
he
it was
had,
kind of a low detail skeleton.
yes,
Yeah.
a very like just a round face, big teeth, and like little tiny eyes. That's kind of the vibe it gave. And I saw that, I was like, oh my god! Now we should see her falling down the stairs and breaking her neck and being like, oh no, because that's what happened in that cartoon.
That cartoon was absolutely not for children.
I loved Animaniacs so
It's one of my
much.
favorites. We watched it back when they started streaming them, and I won't lie, holds up.
yeah,
Very
it's still
fucking
just as
funny.
bizarre and irreverent as it ever
Classics,
was.
yes.
And horny.
Horny.
Yeah.
Hello, nurse.
When they all see the lady in black, they all step back. And then Betty Ann, they hear her say, guys? Which sounds more like a weird pleading question than a greeting.
Like she's trapped in this mask.
Or that she's like, why are you backing up? Like, what? Either way, the sound of her voice makes them all relax, and then she takes off the mask.
Which
Also-
is completely mystifying because her fucking slow baby doll talk gives me psychosis.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I do begrudgingly like her cloak. It doesn't look cheap like Eileen's favorite velvet dress. So that's good.
Fine, that's fine. I can take it.
Kristen gives her a look like, you're doing my thing.
Yeah, like,
girl.
that's my shtick.
That's
bitch.
my bit, homie.
So Betty Ann explains that it's a full moon on February 29th, a leap year. And it's an old superstition that on such an auspicious day, a mask is the only thing that will protect them from the dead. And this is when I explain to you that I'm pretty sure Betty Ann is making up this old superstition to accommodate her story, and she's a total hack. Also, she explains what a leap year is, which is a little bit weird. They should probably already know that. They're like 16.
It's true.
I feel like maybe that's very much for the dummy little kids at home that probably don't know like what a calendar is yet or what
Are
like,
you
days and
telling us
dates are.
something? Is there something you want to
Listen,
admit to us?
maybe when I was younger, I didn't realize that every 4 years February had an extra date, and some of us need to have it explained to us very plainly.
Look, the only reason that I know what a leap year is because when I was in junior high, we had a kid whose birthday was on February 29th, and everybody was like, you're like 3
2
years
years
old.
old.
Oh my god.
And what was his name? Do we want to call him out specifically?
Wetbutt?
Is that who it was?
No, it wasn't Wetbutt.
Oh, okay.
I was like, what?
I can't remember what his name is.
It's
though.
really
That was-
bizarre that you could say that and I immediately know who you're talking about. This is a kid. This is a thing that happened in like, I don't know, kindergarten. And for some reason, I remember it.
Bless.
Is
Wetbutt-
Wetbutt a real name?
Wetbutt
that is
was
not related.
okay. So there was a
Thank you,
sandbox
Mikie.
in the playground that over the winter had collected a lot of rainwater, and then it melted, and then it froze, and so there was a layer of ice over it. And this kid named Danny was standing next to it. And somebody pushed him into it, and he fell into it backwards, and he crashed through the ice, and his butt got wet, and therefore for the rest of his life he was known as
Damn.
Wetbutt.
Sorry to Danny, whoever you are out there, Danny.
I know.
We are paying
was also
repercussions
a Mormon,
for it.
and he got made fun of for being a Mormon.
Oh, that's very sad.
Because at some point, someone found out that Mormons wear special underwear.
Right.
And, whew, it was all downhill from there.
Danny.
I'll tell you what though, Wetbutt he took it in stride.
Okay,
He did.
good.
Okay.
He did.
Good.
He's
Good
a
for you,
proper
Danny.
nerd with self-respect.
I know. Good
Yeah.
for you, Danny.
Yeah.
We're gonna go by your proper name.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Danny Wetbutt.
It's his Christian name.
Yeah.
Sorry, no, it's his Mormon name. Well, anyway, she tosses the shit into the fire and off we go. We cut to brother and sister Claire and Andrew Dickens, who it seems live in the middle of nowhere, America's heartland / Canada's heartland, Saskatoon.
Yeah.
It's
And
right in
they're
the middle.
They're on their way back from the amusement park with their favorite babysitter, who appears to be maybe 1 or 2 years older than them.
So ridiculous.
She is driving. She's driving though.
It's true.
She is driving.
That's true.
She has like stilts.
Also, we get a Zebo reference.
We do?
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
Right
He
out the
says,
gate.
yeah, he says, when Zebo jumped out, I almost croaked.
Dude. And he says it's
Laughing in the dark.
Yes, quite
He
literally.
says our name.
Title of the show.
Jesus, what the hell was I doing? I
Yeah.
clearly wasn't paying attention to the episode that I was trying to write a narration of.
He was like, the laughing in the dark ride was super cool. And you're like, oh my God, that's the name of our episode. I mean, of our podcast.
Well, he does start to make fun of her because, like, the thing jumps out. The Zebo, this is proper, jumps out and that she almost pees herself. And then the babysitter, whose name I have forgotten, tells them
Louise.
that...
Her name is Louise.
Well, yeah, not according to my episode. It's not. Tells them that if he doesn't stop being a dick, they won't all get to eat banana splits at Molly's. Now, as soon as I heard Molly's, I immediately thought of drugs for some reason.
Classic.
And then I was like, I don't think Nickelodeon's going for that.
No, they called it ecstasy back
That's
then.
right. So, but the babysitter is speaking in that kind of early 2000s teenager way where everything ends on an upward inflection, like everything's a question. Like if you don't stop doing that, we're not going to go to Molly's.
Yeah. Andrew is also giving some serious Eric vibes.
Maybe he's a little.
Yeah.
A little bit of sugar in his pockets.
A little sugar in his pocket.
little
If you
wiggle
catch
in
my
his walk.
lip-wristed drift.
Very swishy. Well, let's see if we can be more homophobic, shall we?
Sorry to Danny and sorry to the gays out there.
Yeah, and the two that are on this podcast.
Listen, I mean you as well. I'm including you.
I am out there. It's true.
It's the editorial we.
The babysitter appears to be driving, I believe it's a Volkswagen Rabbit, which was the car that my high school girlfriend, yes, girlfriend, drove, and it didn't have power steering or a passenger side mirror. This one does have a passenger side mirror, so maybe it's not a Rabbit, and she doesn't seem to be struggling to turn the car, so.
No. Also, that car belonged to my high school girlfriend before her.
Same.
Which is, yeah.
Wow.
fine.
Just
It was
passing
like driving.
familial car girlfriends just going down the line.
Yeah. Well, damn.
Also, wasn't it a Pinto?
I can't be bothered.
Don't call her that, Eileen.
Sorry.
God, that's rude.
I thought it was a Pinto.
No, the Pinto was the one where the gas tank was in the back, and that's why it always exploded.
Okay.
Did Clarissa explain at all drive a Pinto? Or was it a Gremlin?
She drove a car?
Towards
Yeah,
the end,
eventually.
I think. Yeah.
Oh, God, too old. 16? No.
Gross.
Get out of here. What the fuck? Anyway, Andrew keeps being a dick, so the babysitter offers them this real folksy aphorism. Love is greatest when words are few. And I say that is both stupid and untrue. Shut up. So it turns out the babysitter, and now I'm going to call her Susan, has gotten them lost. So they pull up on the Whispering Walls Inn so she can get directions. And then she gets out of the car, and we see that she is dressed like a proper 90s trad wife.
Yeah, she needs to be modest according to the mandate of her husband, who underrates the losses on his Berta beef farm with crypto investments.
He's going to love being the 51st state. So they get inside, and inside the inn, the place is completely empty. Chairs are all stacked on the tables. There are, for some reason, about 17 large wagon wheels.
Girl, what is going on this saloon?
I don't. These must have been props that from Hey Dude.
Yes,
Where they were like,
Dude.
what do we do? Just bring the
Yep.
shit from outside inside.
Yeah.
Just
Yep.
do that.
Yep. Or that's where they stored it, and they were just like, the crew is like today, just leave it where it is, guys.
It's fine.
Look, a wagon wheel.
This is Are You Afraid of the Dark? We don't have enough time.
Wagon wheel Watusi. Sorry.
So, from the shadows, we hear a man shout, "Shut that door!" He doesn't do it quite like that, but I thought I should, because I wanted to do something a little,
Fun.
theatrical,
Yeah.
we'll call it.
Loved it.
Swishy, as they might call it. So then this dude, he appears from out of the darkness, and it looks like he's wearing a skeleton onesie, because that's what I saw at first.
I would 100% wear that skeleton onesie. Also totally meant to look like skeleton ribs.
Yeah.
But it's not a skeleton onesie. It's like a formal, at first I was like waistcoat, but no, it goes down. It's like
It's like an army coat
Wait, is
from
it like
like the
a-
Revolutionary War. He
a
looks like he's
mid-length
in
coat?
Yeah, he looks like he's in fucking what do you call it? Hamilton.
Well, it looks like the coat that they're wearing for the video for Black Parade.
That's when
My
I
Chemical
was
Romance.
a young boy. My father, he took me to the
city.
circus. Sorry, Dave. We had to sing it.
It's the only song of theirs I know. So when I saw it, I
Same.
was like, oh, it looks like that.
That's what I thought too. Also, semi Janet Jackson-y. Like a little like Rhythm Nation-y, a little bit.
Yeah.
Very slightly.
Yeah, but that was definitely a waistcoat.
Yeah.
Susan tells him that they're lost, and he says, "Lost? You're precisely on time," which I think is a very awkward and odd marketing pitch for your Whispering Walls inn. But then again, I'm not an inn owner, so what do I know?
It's true.
So Susan says, "Can we get some directions back to Highway 9? Now, there was a sign for Highway 9. This is what should have clued her in. Again, why she's a bad babysitter and kind of an idiot, is that they see a sign for Highway 9, very clearly handmade. For a real hot tip for everybody listening, never trust a handmade highway sign.
No.
Gonna get you in trouble every single time, without fail. So he's like, oh, yes, of course. And he gives her some directions for a shortcut down a dirt road that travels through the woods. Look, there are a lot of reasons not to trust this guy. His very large sculpted eyebrows is one of them. The gross way that his forehead wrinkles is another way. But Susan's a bit of a dope. And so she's like, sure. So she thanks him. She also forgets to notice that he has ostensibly teleported across the room.
Yep.
And they're chill with that. They're like, yeah, sure. You're here, you're there. Why not?
Also, I love that as he's talking to them, he's like, look at my gigantic gaudy ring. Look at it, children. Even though he's not saying it.
It's Chekhov's ring. We're going to need that.
Absolutely. And the hair, this hair that is very like individual curl. It's very Dorothy Zbornak vibes.
Yeah, it's an odd, this is like sort of Nickelodeon shorthand for weirdo.
Yeah.
Is like big eyebrows.
Yep.
Kind of faggy. Yep. It's like, okay, Nickelodeon. Jesus, we get it. It's the 90s, okay?
Yeah.
We all remember being targeted. Well, they get back out to the car. And it looks like she takes the dirt road shortcut. Great idea. Because they pull up at this weird old mansion, and just then, Susan's car dies.
My Pinto.
Oh, no.
And Andrew is selfish and terrible, so his primary concern is not getting banana splits.
He wants that Molly.
Well, what he should be worried about is Susan's car breaking down in the middle of Saskatchewan. He's not wearing a seatbelt either, which is also very irresponsible.
And sitting in the middle, he could fly through.
Well, you get what you pay for. Underage labor is rife with safety violations.
So here's where we get more of Susan's idiocy. So she goes up to the door and she goes to knock. And just as she does, the door opens on its own. So she can't think of a single reason not to just walk right in.
People do this in everything that I watch. Have you ever just let yourself into somebody's house because the door was open?
No, also, I would never. Now, look, I think all of us here grew up at a certain point in time where there were no cell phones. And if you did break down in the middle of, say, Saskatoon,
good luck.
You might need to go somewhere for directions. I don't think I ever would have just gone to someone's house. Maybe under like if it was like it started to feel real serious.
Sure, true duress.
But that would not be my first choice.
You know, like way back in the day, we used to go down to like the artillery battery on the ocean there. We'd break into the bunker and just fuck around in there. And we would leave and it would be the middle of the fucking night. And there was one house on the way between the battery and our cars where we parked. And it always looked like the house from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh my
God. And
God.
every time we walked by, there was one bare light bulb in the attic, just always on. And my friend pointed out, he's like, if anything ever happened in there, we ever got hurt, that's the only house that we would be able to go to for help.
Oh my God.
I will say, though, for context, everybody, this is probably the wealthiest town in New Hampshire. So the odds that it's the Texas Chainsaw House, pretty slim. But the fact remains nonetheless.
But still, like, even if you are, okay, I'm lost in the world. It's 1992. I have no cell phone. I have to go to a stranger's house to get help. If a door opens on its fucking own, I'm turning my ass around and running
like,
back
no,
to my house.
100%.
I'll walk.
Yeah.
I'll walk wherever it is.
Bye.
Well, they wait in the car for, 6-7 hours, whatever it is, doesn't matter. But when Susan doesn't come back, the childrens decide to go in and look for her. Now, were it me, I'd leave her. But when they get up there, the door, of course, opens on its own. They just go right in, just like Susan did. See, this is our bad behavior. This is called modeling. She's modeling bad behavior. Okay?
That's true.
And these kids suck. I hate these two kids so much. All they do is fucking bicker.
Yeah. Well, they're vaguely ginger, so I think it's a little bit more of that "Are you afraid of the dark?" ginger hate.
Yeah.
So they go in and they're calling out. They're like, Susan, Susan. And they hear a voice faintly coming from upstairs. And again, I'd be like, nope, Bye.
No, thank you.
Not them. They're like, don't worry, we're coming. So they go upstairs, charge on up there. Andrew's fucking touching everything along the way. Like, girl, this is not your house.
Oh, this house is disgusting. It's a gigantic episode of Hoarders. Like, there's cobwebs on everything. The trees are growing inside, and like the roots are wrapping around the stairs and stuff. No fucking thank you. No thank you.
It is a house made of tetanus. The house that tetanus built. So they're up there on the second floor, and they wander into a room, and one of them, I don't know which one, they describe it as a party. Now, clearly they've never been to a party, because this is a old-timey parlor, and someone has set up like some gross old cakes and some gross ice cream, and as a centerpiece, there's like a weird merry-go-round.
Yeah.
Absolutely none of this, not the food, not the merry-go-round, all of it looks disgusting.
Yeah. Yes.
These two dopes could not be more excited.
Not a single pizza on a record player. Clearly not a party.
No. They've obviously never had a party. They've never been to a furniture store for an orgy.
And so dark and like not streamers, but like pieces of fabric float. I'm like, girl, this Victorian nightmare.
All right, we have to design a party.
Yeah.
What do we have laying around? It's how we get the decor at the earlier inn.
Yes, exactly.
It's the party from the Sentinel.
Yes, the black and white cake for a black and white cat.
There you go.
Well, they decide that Susan is the one who set up this whole thing for them.
Of course it is.
Look, obviously, this is a preposterous suggestion. Louise, which is our actual name,
Louise,
is at most 16. She has spent most of the day at the amusement park with you. Then she drove you out to the middle of fucking nowhere and rented a decrepit old mansion just to go inside and set up a Victorian-era buffet of candy and decor to what? Entertain you?
Sure, hey. Let's just eat this food in the spooky ass haunted mansion. Creepy music. Like, there may as well be like a flashing neon sign hanging over the table that's just like,
that says child trap. Just everything. They could put everything under a box with a big stick holding it up.
Yeah, they deserve one. Ooh, a piece of candy.
Oh, piece of candy.
They deserve what comes next.
I gotta say, I'm gonna say it. I'm saying it. This is my truth and my reality. Banana splits can suck a dick.
Oh,
Thank you.
Okay,
also. Nope. I'm with you on this
Thank
one.
you.
I was like, banana splits? What the fuck is this, the 50s?
Stop giving me fruit in my dessert. Suck it.
We're fighting. We're fighting.
This
Peanut butter, chocolate, and banana sundae. I would sacrifice Susan for that.
This is the hottest take you have ever offered on this podcast. How dare you?
Yeah,
Yes.
and I'm here.
And there was a time when you didn't even know what a riddle was.
Exactly. And I still don't. And guess what? Banana splits can fucking die in hell.
You're not wrong.
I'll say this though, when they sort of struggle over it and it falls on the floor, I'm like, that looks disgusting.
I hated it. I hated it.
This is like cheap ass ice cream where it's like, oh, vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry. Get the fuck out of here. This is 2026.
So like it probably took them like an hour or two to sort of like set up the shot of the banana split and stuff like that. And so this like banana split with like no ice cream, because the ice cream would fucking melt under the hot lights immediately. Just like they fling it across the floor, and when it lands on the floor, like the banana is brown, like it's a week or like it's 2 weeks old. It's so gross.
Well, so that takes us there, because it doesn't matter who set it up. Andrew has been waiting all goddamn day for this. Goes in, grabs the fucking banana split off the table, but before he can dig in, his awful sister is like, "Give me a taste." And I was like, "Get your own, you fucking monster."
I know.
And she ends up knocking it onto the floor and onto this beautiful oriental rug. And so the kids watch in horror as the ice cream soup, as it has now become, starts to smoke and like eat through the rug.
It's like from Aliens.
Acid.
Yeah. And then it reveals the image of the creepy guy from the alien who smiles and begins laughing maniacally. And this is a part that's kind of cool because he starts to reach his hand through, because it's like he shows up as kind of like a hologram or something.
Right.
Like that. And hologram, holograph? What? Yeah, it doesn't matter.
A hologram.
One of those.
And so And then he starts to reach his hand through and grab the side of the ice cream portal.
Yeah, ice cream portal should be a euphemism for a beehole, I've decided as well.
I guess that depends on how much ice cream, but yeah.
Yeah, give it to you right up the ice cream portal.
Exactly.
These kids don't even appreciate this ice cream portal, so they scream and run away. I guess you're on your own, Susan.
Sorry, Susan.
All right, so they've run outside and they run back down the dirt path to the inn to ask that creepy old innkeeper for help. I guess it doesn't occur to them that the guy in the ice cream portal is also the guy from the inn.
They're not connecting the dots.
No.
I mean,
together.
they have clearly seen his face in both circumstances.
And a memorable face at that.
Right, we talked about the brow and the hair and the jacket with the bones. Come on, you idiots.
Yeah.
Anyway. So they get back to the inn. And razzmatazz, when they walk through that door, it is no longer the abandoned old-timey saloon from Hey Dude, a fully operational speakeasy.
Oh my God.
Right down to the hideously dressed couple dancing on the carpeted floor.
Oh,
Sure.
And the traveling salesman drinking punch. Something tells me whoever wrote this episode has not even read so much as an encyclopedia entry on the Jazz Age.
It's like it's babies shining. Like it's like
Yeah.
da 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 dee doo. We're ghosts
Yeah,
all
it's-
together. Come now, we're gonna.
Exactly what they're doing is, why, you've always been here, children.
Exactly.
And so Claire calls out, "Excuse me?" And the whole fucking place comes to a dead stop, just like the scene at the Slaughtered Lamb in American Werewolf. And if you are a follower of our other show, you will know that is probably my third American Werewolf reference I've made in, I don't know, last 2 weeks.
Good for you.
It's pretty common these
I
days.
don't know why. I haven't seen the movie in a while. But they explain that they came from the house in the woods and that their babysitter, Susan, has disappeared right after she set up this incredible party for them with toxic ice cream. And then there was a pervert portal in the floor. That's Susan for you, though. Always putting others before herself.
I love how the couple are laughing hysterically as they dance. It's like in Reefer Madness.
All the old timey jazz folks are like, ha ha ha, hee hee hee, oh ho ho ho. But Claire is like, no, actually, we're just children, and our babysitter disappeared like 8 hours ago, and yeah, she set up this really awesome party for us, but she hasn't been back since. And now we're all alone in the middle of nowhere. But all these jazz holes, they're not really interested in whatever she has to say. One of them's like, "Relax, dearie. That nanny of yours, she'll be fine once the sun sets." Now, Claire never said Susan was their nanny, because nanny implies a lot more training and professionalism than Susan, who is just a teenager and, in fact, is the one responsible for all of this in the first place. Regardless, the dancing couple goes on to explain, it's a leap year and a full moon. Otherwise, we wouldn't all be here, would we? And the guy says it in this tone that's like, isn't that self-explanatory? But it's obviously not, and he's just kind of being rude.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Fuck him.
Yeah, haven't you ever heard of this obscure legend, you
Yeah,
fucking
that Anne
idiots?
made up earlier, 5 minutes earlier, when she started telling this ridiculous story.
Exactly.
That she's clearly stealing from other stories.
Yeah. Beat her up, Kristen.
Yeah.
Poor hair.
Bite her head. All right, so I guess we're supposed to infer from this scene that all these people are ghosts or something because they're from another era. Because then this other guy comes like kind of like jazz handsing into this, electric sliding into the scene, and he's like, "Lighten up, little sister, it's a party." And he looks like a kind of like a 1950s bully.
Yeah.
Like he's got like a Letterman sweater without the letter, I guess. I guess it's just a
yeah.
sweater.
It's
Also, the old Victrola's playing a scratchy 78 of the show's theme song.
Yeah, it actually is, and it's kind of cool.
It is very cool. It's very, we go together like shamalama dinga dinga dong. And we're like, okay,
Why do
pal.
we always end up at Greece with you?
Listen.
It's the only musical she's ever
It's
seen.
that or the Phantom
It
of the
was
Opera.
one of the main musicals I watched growing up. And yes, I was in it. And when I was in Nicaragua, and yes, I played the principal. It's fine.
The principal who's like 65?
Yes.
I mean, I guess when it's a kid's play,
Exactly.
you don't have a lot of options, do you?
I did have to say the line, if you can't be an athlete, be an athletic supporter.
And you did a beautiful job.
Thank you.
Who is that? Eve Arden? Is that who plays
I think
the
so.
principal?
She was
Yes.
fabulous, by the way.
She was a gorgeous lady.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, finally, the traveling salesman, who's like the only one among them to not be an asshole. He was the one sitting by himself, like ladling punch into his
Chugging
cup. It's like,
punch.
dude, that's not. You are not supposed to serve yourself. It's a restaurant.
Yeah.
So he comes over and he's like, the house belongs to Master Raymond. And then he asks if they want to buy a brush. He's like a brush salesman. And this is obviously a stupid question since they're children and they couldn't possibly have use for a brush in the middle of nowhere.
You gotta buy one of these brushes. They're gonna take old Gil's feet.
Paul Newman's gonna have my legs broke. So they're like, okay, this is too much. They run back outside. When it finally occurs to them, they could have just called mom and dad while they were in there. Now, why this didn't occur to them the first time they went in doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but they're dummies. And so it sends them running back inside, only to find that the place has gone right back to the abandoned old-timey saloon it was when we got here.
Ooh, spooky.
So, out of options, Andrew and Claire decide they have no other choice but to go back to the mansion and to save Susan.
Louise.
Don't you dare.
Yeah.
A tumbleweed goes by when they run. It's all I'm like, wow, they must be really out there if there's a
And
tumbleweed.
if that camera panned 1 inch to the left or 1 inch to the right, hey, dude.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey.
Just film it right there.
So they get back to the house, and they can hear faint whispering inside the house, including Susan, who's calling out to them and luring them into the living room. And when they get there, they can see Susan. She's like caught in a mirror or like a window or something. I don't really know what it is. And she tells them to go upstairs, and she's begging them for help. And finally, Andrew asks the first intelligent question that anyone has asked in this episode. How did you get in there?
Great question.
Well, they're not going to get an answer because she dissolves into the creepy Master Raymond, who is laughing maniacally. Andrew, of course, again, smart, is like, fuck it. Sorry, Susan, you're on your own. Tries to run out and leaves his sister behind too. To which I say, good riddance.
Yes.
You're horrible. And that's when we get the thesis of the episode because it's got to have a moral thesis. And she's like, Andrew, I need you. You're smart. You think of things I don't. And this appeal to Andrew's 10-year-old ego seems to work. So back upstairs we go.
She must absolutely be an earth sign because we have a horrible time admitting when we need help. So I get it, Claire, or whatever your name is. Susan? No, that's the other one. Louise.
Honestly,
Tumbleweed.
doesn't matter.
Tumbleweed.
That's her new name.
So they're upstairs, they're walking down the hallway, and all of a sudden, very Disney's Haunted Mansion, the people from the speakeasy start appearing in the frames along the hallway wall.
I fucking love this. This was my favorite part of this episode. I
very
was like,
cute.
yes, let's go.
It was such a cool effect, yeah.
Totally.
I think it would have been a little bit cooler if they were slightly more menacing and slightly less yada da 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 da. But I guess they're not really supposed to be menacing.
Yeah.
So they get to the end of the hall and they enter a room and they find Susan sitting in a nursery, rocking in an old rocking chair, just holding a baby. And this doesn't seem to strike either of them as in any way strange.
I hate that.
I think it would have been great if, like, it turns out that what she's holding is a pig.
Well, it turns out it's not a baby.
That's true. That's true. So Susan is like, oh, hey, I found a baby in this house and we can go just as soon as he's asleep. And I think this is the most revealing moment about the entire episode. This speaks to how terrible she is. She's like, oh, hey.
She found a dumpster baby.
Sure.
It's like, yeah, you found a baby?
Yeah.
What do you mean found a baby? You don't find a baby.
It's like, well, she does find that baby in Dream Warriors right at the beginning.
Well, but that's in a dream.
That's true.
It's a child of the devil. It came out of someone's ice cream portal.
Well, she's just like, look, I my found baby, as soon as he goes to sleep, we can just get the fuck out of here. And it's like, okay, whatever it takes to assuage your guilt, Susan, with your found baby. Dear God. Well, turns out it's not Susan after all. Turns into Master Raymond. And they realize when they see the fucking gaudy ring that Susan has on. But just as they realize it's him, Master Raymond says, "This is for you," and throws the baby at Claire. Turns out it wasn't a baby. It's a python.
I gotta say, Shantae, you stay, Susan, because this is one of the most iconic lip syncing things I've ever seen in my life.
She nailed it.
Would have gotten the crown.
Absolutely.
She nailed it.
Yeah.
Except she threw a python at her. And you're not allowed. Even on Drag Race, you can't throw pythons at people.
Python the house down, bitch.
Yes, python.
Yes,
Now
Mama.
Python's sachet away.
Mama boots the house down python.
Oh, dear God. So
Yeah, we're getting there.
the kids, though, this just sets off like a madcap something or other. The kids start running around the house, and then Claire finds what appears to be like, I don't really know how to describe this. It's like a bust of Susan, but it's on the wall. It's like, what's the thing in where Han Solo gets trapped in carbonite?
In the carbonite.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that, where it's like her face. It's like what is it, inverse?
A bas relief.
Yes, there you
Sure.
go. She is in bas relief. And then Claire pulls on the wall sconces, and the whole wall flips around. It's very Scooby-Doo. Whips her into the other room. It's very secret.
I thought that this was so cool, though.
Yes.
It really reminded me of Punky Brewster in the cave with Princess Moon. Do you remember that episode where she my bones are like bird bones?
Are we
that
talking?
Margot was saying.
Are we talking the show or the cartoon of Punky Brewster?
The show.
We're talking
the show proper.
Soleil Moon Fry
Yeah,
vibes.
Soleil Moon Fry.
I feel like either one is very not okay for children.
Yeah, it was real scary. It fucked
But then
me up.
again, this is the episode. This is the show where Charity gets locked in the.
That's what I was gonna say.
thing.
The only
and then
one
Alan
that I
can't save her because
remember.
Alan just didn't pay attention in CPR.
No, this one they tried to save Princess Moon from some curse that was inside of this weird cave. It was really good.
And right now, half to 3/4 of the listeners of the show are like, "What the hell are these idiots talking about?
Hey. Nope.
What is a Soleil Moon Fry?"
Guys, comment, like, subscribe.
If you're
Let me know
into
that I'm
Punky
correct, okay?
Brewster.
Punky Brewster.
What a
Weird.
time
Yeah,
to be
people
alive.
were all about adopting little urchins in the 80s,
Yeah.
weren't they?
They were.
Oh yeah, man. There were like four TV shows about that.
Absolutely.
I guess it all worked out for the best, didn't it?
Did it?
So, at this point, Andrew remembers that Master Raymond, he does in fact have a mortal enemy. And that mortal enemy, it's the wind.
Nothing
Very
like a
basic.
drafty door to ruin your day.
Yeah, this is when he's like, "That's right, a bologna sandwich." So slams the door and he goes running back upstairs to find Claire. Except he can't find Claire because she's been swooshed into the other room.
Oh, no.
And she's like, "Grab the fucking candlesticks and move the wall." But then the wall becomes that of Master Raymond's face. Thinking fast, Andrew grabs that little handheld fan that he had earlier and he just blows it into Master Raymond's face. And then the thing spins around and deposits him into the room with his sister.
That shitty little fan. Come on.
I know.
He could have just waved his hand.
He could have gotten a bigger draft from farting in his general direction.
Well, this bullshit is dragging on too long. So it's time for the final showdown with Master Raymond. This is where I was like, all right, let's wrap this shit
Yeah.
up. I'm getting bored. Andrew demands that he return Susan to them, and Master Raymond explains that he needs Susan's energy to keep himself and the house alive. And I was like, really? Her energy? This girl?
Yeah.
You know she's the one that got them lost here in the first place, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, he breaks the window and air comes rushing in and causes Master Raymond to go flying away. And if anyone's played, I believe it was the last Resident Evil, this is like a big part of the game.
Oh,
How the wind
Yeah.
affects the enemies.
Oh, interesting.
Not the last one, the one before the last one.
Village.
9 Village, yeah.
Lady Demescu.
Yes.
Also, this is Fright Night. This is them killing Jerry Darendridge.
Ah, yes.
Yes, and this will not be the first Fright Night reference. This will be the first Fright Night reference. It's not going to be the last one, though, I promise. So look forward to that.
Okay.
That's very exciting stuff to come. Andrew attempts to fight him off this time with the handheld fan, but it doesn't work.
Oh no.
Shocking.
And now Susan is enthralled again. And after all of this, like, look, kids, you did your best. You made it pretty far.
Yeah.
Just let her go. I mean, people would understand.
Cut your losses.
You're young. You know, you didn't know what to do. He kidnapped her off the road. It's like those kids when who was that kid in 1980 who got kidnapped and his friends were there? And like, I would feel really bad if I was one of the friends and I was like, well, wait, why didn't that guy want to kidnap me too? What does that say about me?
Wow,
But also,
Dave, there's some shit in there that you need to talk to your therapist about.
I mean, look, I think it's pretty bad if like even a kidnapper doesn't want you.
Yeah.
Sure.
But hey, everyone would understand. You got to cut your losses sometimes. It's not like this is a sunk cost fallacy.
I think it may be because she's the one that can drive. That's why they're really holding on to her. True. It's not that they care for her or love her. They're just like she's our ride.
Can we at least get the keys back?
No, but like he also takes Claire.
Well,
I think he's just a collecting girl perv. Like he's gross.
That's okay. So then to Andrew's horror, Raymond is like, but also while we're here, I'll take your sister too. And now she's enthralled. And I honestly, not sure why you want Claire, but whatever. So finally, an adult steps in, albeit a dead one. And it's the old lady from the speakeasy. And she steps out of the wall and she's like, God damn it, Master Raymond, enough. She reminds me of my beautiful, beautiful daughter. And like, I feel like maybe the daughter should have been kidnapped too for this to make sense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't. So I don't really know what this lady's on about, but she then opens the door. Wind comes whooshing in. Raymond spins up and disappears into dust or something.
Very much like when they opened the door on the
the
Baron
Baron.
and What We Do in the Shadows. Love it.
Oh, God. Doug Jones. Love you.
So they run out of the house, all three of them. They're all safe. They hop in the car. Car starts. They get the fuck out of there and head right back to Hamilton, and everything's fine again. My sense of space in Canada is a little bit off. It's just to scale, everybody.
Mostly confined to the Toronto area.
Yeah, the metro area, but yeah, mostly just downtown. So as they pull away, another car pulls around the front, and because it's the 90s and all cars are kind of boxy, I was like, did they just pull around the house again? Is Susan that dumb? It's not. It's another guy. And he gets out and he's inspecting his map and he looks up at the house, implying that he too will go in and ask for direction.
Yeah, hey, at least it's not a total loss for Raymond. Yeah. You know, he might missed out on those kids, but here's this asshole.
Yeah.
And his energy's better.
But didn't he just fucking die?
Well, I think he just kind of blows away. He's Lady Demescu. Like, you can't really kill him.
Sure. Okay.
So we cut back to the fire, and Betty Ann ominously declares, the house still stands, and to this day, people still disappear when the moon is full on February 29th. And I think, how often can that really be?
It's true.
The end.
I do gotta say, I see this mask at once I watched the whole episode and saw it, I was like, if you added a couple flowers on the eyes on that motherfucker, it would be a Dia de los Muertos mask. And now
100%.
I'm mad.
Yes.
They clearly ripped this thing off where they were just like, okay, well, we can't make it a little too Mexican.
Yeah, exactly. So they said,
we can't make it it can't be too international, if you know what I mean.
So let's
just lean in. Lean in. If you're going to do
the
it,
color.
just do it.
Yeah.
So Gary is just like, all right, let's get the fuck out of here, y'all. But nobody wants to be the first to leave. And we never find out who douches the fire.
Oh. It's a mystery.
It douches for thee.
Aww.
Well,
that's nice.
That's the end of that one. It's the end of that episode. I tried to polish up that turd as best I could.
You did?
You nailed it.
You did a good job, though.
Yes, thanks. Yeah. Well, on behalf of all of us, I would like to thank you, listener, for taking the time to get spooked with us. Or in this case, kind of moderately spooked with us. Check back next week when Brian's going to regale us with yet another chilling tale. And until then, you can find Aileen on Week Horror, as she says.
Nice.
Brian and I on Bring Me the Axe and 99 Cent Rental, and my dear sweet Michael on The Rewatcher.
Laughing in the Dark is written by us and produced and edited by Mikie Soroyce, with music by Brian White. Our incredible key art was created by Vin Elio. You can keep up with us in between episodes by following us on Instagram at laughinginthedarkpod, or you can email us at laughingpodcast@gmail.com. And if you're listening on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe. We sure would appreciate it.